Good morning, everyone. This is Barbara Amazing Grace Reynolds, and I'm here with DC Love to bring you Morning with Jesus. And this is a wonderful opportunity for you to tap into that beautiful, loving energy of Jesus by listening to the messages that he is sending to you and feeling the energy that is surrounding this whole call. So grab your cup of coffee or tea or water or whatever it is you start your morning with. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. And you might want to have a pen and paper just in case he says something that you really resonate with. So we will start by introducing ourselves. So I will let DC go first so you can learn all of the wonderful things about her. Okay, DC, you're on.
Oh, thank you, Barbara. Good morning, everyone. So happy you're here. This is DC. I'm an angel intuitive, and I'm a light worker, and I was born with the abilities that I have. I'm a channeler and a healer and an empath, and I connect with the angels and the ascended masters, and sometimes Joan Rivers, and she brings in some celebrities as well. One of the most important things for me is when I started to connect with Jesus, I started to bring healing messages in for people, and that had such a big impact on my life. I have a background in law enforcement. I've studied the martial arts. Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. Excuse me. I'm certified with the American Federation of Certified Psychics and Mediums, but now I've hung up my 357, and love is my revolver. So my purpose is just to help people in a loving way. It's what I am. It's what I do. It's what I listen to. Good morning, everyone. This is DC Love.
Thank you, DC. And I am Barbara Amazing Grace Reynolds, and I am a freedom and empowerment life coach. And I use a method called the healing to help people release those old beliefs so that they can make changes in their lives and who they are being. I've been channeling for a number of years, and I'm a conscious channel, so I get to allow them, the divine beings who want to give you messages, to flow through me. And it's a wonderful experience, and I absolutely love it. If you want to learn more about DC Love or about me, you can check out my website at divinelyguidedhealing.com. Click on the Morning with Jesus tab, and it will take you to a page. At the bottom, there's Learn More buttons for each of us. And that's a wonderful way for you to go to DC's website as well, because that Learn More button under DC's picture will take you to her website. Okay. So we will start this morning with the messages that DC has already received. So, DC, are you ready?
I am, Barbara. I actually have two messages. The first one Jesus gave me is called Food for Thought. If you want to stay healthy this holiday season, you not only have to maintain a healthy diet, you have to choose your thoughts wisely too. When you think about taking vitamins, you want to get the right nutrients, because this is so essential to having good health. Jesus is saying, during this holiday season, while you are thinking about the food that brings you comfort, why not have some food that brings comfort to your soul as well? Remember, man shall not live by bread alone. And Jesus, of course, is the bread of life. He is our one true source of soul food. He asks us to become consciously aware of the words that we use, and he's saying, why not add some words of wisdom, some positive thinking and motivational thoughts? They can go having a healthy and happy holiday season, because every thought is an opportunity to be happy and healthy. You can decide to look beyond the imperfections that are in everyone's life. And in order to see the changes in your life, you must first change your thoughts. Everything that we hear is an opinion. Everything that we see is a perspective. If we choose to be happy and have a life filled with love and gratitude, we have the ability to choose not to react in a negative way when something occurs. Life is never going to be perfect. But when we remember this, it allows us to accept everything and everyone around us, including ourselves. We can decide that we're going to look beyond these perfections, and the secret to happiness is to let every situation around us, just let it be what it is. Not what we think it should be, and then make the best of that. What we think, we become, and it all starts with our thoughts. The holidays can be filled with love and joy, but we know they could also be, filled with a little bit of stress. And the demands of the season they can become very overwhelming. The biggest weapons we have against stress is to maintain an attitude of gratitude and to fill ourselves with faith and, of course, His miraculous bread. It is God's supernatural supply from heaven. He is the source of all that we need. His Word is the most amazing soul food. Invite Him in and allow Him to nourish the hunger in your soul. Jesus alone can feed our body and soul. He will satisfy our spiritual hunger. And He reminds us, that that we need to take a break from the fast-paced world. He's saying you have to realize resting is not an option. It is a necessity. So, please remember during this holiday season, everyone take a little time out. Even God rested on the seventh day. He is saying it will not only rejuvenate your body, it's going to renew your spirit as well. He also reminds us that laughter is the best medicine. And He says, smile and laugh and be filled with God's Spirit. Remember, a positive attitude gives you power over your circumstances instead of your circumstances having power over you. Choose to be happy every day, and remember, there's nothing that you can't overcome with God by your side. So, Barbara, that was my first message.
Great, wonderful. I love that.
Well, I have another one. If I may, I could continue. It's another little message that I got.
Okay.
And this one is, Jesus is the reason for the season. Without Christ, it isn't Christmas. And not even Ebenezer Scrooge or the Grinch can steal Jesus from Christmas. Jesus asks each of us to take some time this holiday season and reflect on what Jesus means to each of you. Become aware of the true meaning of Christmas. Show affection rather than trying to buy it. Money can brighten your life to some degree, but it cannot heal a broken heart or bring inner peace. Jesus is asking each of us, do you treasure my word as much as the things that you can buy in a store? Material possessions can make you happy for a while, but when you find joy in the Lord, it will fulfill you for a lifetime. Material items will never bring the true happiness you desire. Over time, these items will lose their appeal. And then, we seek to obtain something else to fulfill yet another void. You have to see the difference between material happiness and spiritual happiness. And He's saying, I want to clarify something. I am not saying that you should not have material things. Everyone, here on earth, all of us, He's saying, you use and need material items in your daily lives. What I am saying is I ask that you keep everything in the proper perspective. Do not let your desire for material possessions come before what is truly important. Maintain your focus. Don't let the pressures of the season ruin your holidays. Before you buy something, ask yourself if what you are seeking is needed, or are you desiring it for another reason? People often need much less than they think they need. Some people have plenty to live on, but nothing to live for. Take pleasure in the simple things. Christmas is not supposed to be about creating debt. Christmas is about being with those you love. Why not give the gift of time? He's saying, if I were to give you 3 things, beloved ones, I would give you faith, hope, and love. Faith to make all things possible, hope to make all things work, and love to make all things beautiful. May you have all of the 3. Fill yourself with His Spirit and walk with Him. Celebrate the birth of baby Jesus. Share hope, joy, love, and peace with your fellow man. Please don't lose focus. Christ should be the priority on Christmas. Focus on your heart, not your wallet. Jesus' birth brings great significance, especially during the Christmas season. Please open your heart and let the one who was born in a stable, died on the cross, and rose again, fill you with his everlasting love. Be the person you were meant to be. He is saying, remain in me, and I will remain in you. Isn't life more than just food, and the body more than just clothing? God will supply all your needs. What I have given you, Jesus is saying, is as individual as you are. If you were to apply for my love in heaven, you wouldn't need a credit check. What I give to you, money cannot buy. Money cannot purchase true happiness. I do not want your money, beloved ones. I want your heart. You can't put a price on my love. Trust in me with all your heart. Put Christ back in Christmas. Jesus is the reason for the season. I ask that you include me in your celebrations. May my love fill your heart this holiday season. I love you, Jesus.
That's another wonderful message. Take some of the stress off of it all.
Yeah. People have to realize, they get caught up in the commercial aspect of it, and then, after that one day, they have all this debt that they built up and everything, and then they're wondering, well, how am I going to pay this? So I just hope people, they listen to the message and, it resonates, and, just try to remember what the true meaning is for this holiday season.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, thank you. Both those messages were just so insightful.
Yes, they were.
Giving us the truth to live by.
Well, Barbara, I want to say I heard something the other day, and I thought it was really beautiful. Now, people could reach out to other people, and, this is the holiday season, and just send an email. It doesn't cost anything, a Facebook message, and share a memory that they had with that person, And it's just something that shows that, hey, you took the time out to connect with that person, let them know you were thinking about them, and you share a beautiful, happy memory. And it's a gift that doesn't cost anything, but it does mean a lot to let the people in your life, know that you're thinking about them and how much they mean. That I just thought that was so awesome. Just, take a little time out and say, happy holidays. I'm thinking about you. I wanted to share this memory that we did this together, and I remembered it, and I thought it was really cool. And, I think stuff like that, gifts like that, it takes a couple minutes. It doesn't cost anything, but it does mean stuff to people,
Yeah. Because it's our connections that are actually what's important to us, not our things.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, we have an artificial tree. I have allergies. That's why I was a little bit raspy. My grandson is 5, and he said, Grammy, he said, you have the same fake tree that we have, but I like it. It's beautiful. And I started to laugh. Out of the mouth of babes, So what I did, I don't care what the tree looks like. I had a bunch of ornaments, and they were just plastic ornaments because the kids, my grandchildren, the 2 boys, are 2 and 5, so they couldn't break them. So I said, here, can you decorate Grammy's Christmas tree? And he goes, do I have to put them all on? I said, that would be nice, So, of course, he's only 5. He's not that tall, so half of my tree has stuff all over the place on it. But I don't want a perfect tree. It meant more to me that, and his little brother, he would put a couple ornaments on and then take them off and then put them back on. But, it meant more to me to just have them decorate the tree. And then when my 5-year-old grandson got done, he goes, oh, Grammy, doesn't it look beautiful? I said, it does look beautiful, and you're the one that decorated it,
That's wonderful.
Yeah, just special moments that you could create with your family, And at that age, they take everything so literally, My my other daughter-in-law is expecting in February. So my husband and my other son, they watched the two grandchildren, and the ladies got together for a beautiful baby shower. And when I got home, Xavier said to me, you know, where did you go? I said, we went to a baby shower, all the ladies. He said, a shower? Everybody had to get wet? And I started to laugh. I said, no. I said, that's just what they call it. It's not, nobody got wet. I said, what we do is we shower, you know, the one that's going to be the mommy, we shower her with gifts. He goes, that sounds really fun. So, I mean, when you like sit and you talk to like the little ones, oh my gosh, they bring such joy, and to see things again through their eyes is so amazing.
Yeah, that is. I never thought
funny.
about the fact that it has shower in it, and someone might think you actually do get wet, but he's right.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. It just makes you stop. And you know what? At that time, when they say something like that, you can't even be serious. You can't take life that seriously. And maybe that's what it's meant to do. You know, like, don't be so serious.
Yeah.
You know, relax, lighten up, and just, you know, like, when I spend the time with them, I sort of try to get into that mode of being like a child again. You know, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It really is. That's so wonderful.
It is. It is. So if anyone comes by and sees my Christmas tree, you don't have to ask why it looks the way it does.
I actually like that idea of Christmas tree that's only decorated where they can reach.
Yeah. And of course, like some branches have like 5 and 6 ornaments, you know.
Yeah.
So it's really funny. But I just, you know what, I just felt like that's what brought me joy. You know, that really brought me joy.
Good. Doing what brings you joy is actually what's important.
It is. I mean, and you just, be thoughtful. Be a little bit more thoughtful this holiday season. That's all. You know, see if you could do something for someone else. We actually went television shopping. Our TV, it just went. And while we were looking at TVs, my husband was looking at TVs, I was sitting and I was looking at recliners. And I just could reflect and think, my gosh, my poor daughter-in-law, the whole pregnancy, her back was really hurting her. So I'm sitting in all these recliners, like one after the other. My husband is like, what are you doing? I said, I'm just testing the recliners. I'm thinking of our daughter-in-law. And I'm seeing, like, you know, how these feel. And, Barbara, none of them felt, like, really comfortable. And I'm thinking, my gosh, some of them were like $500, $700, and they weren't even comfortable. So I'm like, oh, my goodness. So we got home, and we have a recliner that we had bought years ago, and it has a massage unit in it, and we barely even sat in it. So what I did is my husband and my one son were there. We loaded it into our pickup truck, and then my son and his wife, they took it to my other son and his wife so that she could have this recliner with the massage unit and get a massage like whenever she needed one for her back.
Oh, that's
because my
nice.
son is crazy, and the doctor said, you know, have your husband massage your back. So, of course, my daughter-in-law goes home, and she says to her husband, the doctor said, you know, you have to give me a massage. And you know what my son's response was? Well, you have to give me one first.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
I was like, here, you have the chair. You can have a massage anytime you would like, you know. So she said, oh, my gosh, I've never had, like, a recliner. I've never had one. And it rocks as well. So when when her new little guy comes, the bundle of joy arrives, she's going to be able to rock him as well.
No, that's so sweet.
And I've grown up. We've always had recliners. You know, I've never been without one. So we've always had them. And I just felt such joy giving her that recliner.
Good. You know, it's the sentiment, the thought behind what you're doing that's actually important. And
it is.
You know, giving her something that's actually comfortable was the priority.
It was. And like you said, it has the massage, and she could just sit and doesn't have to ask my son to give her a massage, you know.
Yeah.
So I had
it's
said to her, like,
part
the
of,
next day, how did the chair work out for you? And she said, I finally got to sit in it this morning, you know. So, of course, my son had to be the first one to, you know, use it. I was like, oh, my goodness.
uh,
Well, I said, he's got to go to work sometime, so eventually you'll get to use the chair.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a wonderful example of how you can satisfy a need instead of
Right.
being worried about, the perception, what's somebody going to think. Instead, it's what's going to work best for the person. And that's actually what's
Right.
important.
Oh, it is. And I just, I take notice of people, especially like now during the holiday season, because there's a lot of people that really get depressed during the season. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if everyone would reach out to friends and just, like send them a text message or something, make a phone call, because you never know. Like that might just be something that would, cheer them up and help them get through that day.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I think I'm ready to do my message now. Okay. My beloved ones, this is a time of year when throughout history there have been celebrations. Celebrations to be grateful for what has happened throughout the growing season. Celebrations to be grateful for this time to go within and reflect. Because the winter months always gave everyone the time to be instead of having to do like you do through all the other seasons. So this is the beginning of your being time. So whether you celebrate Christmas or any other holiday during this particular time of the year, I want you to understand that this is the beginning of you time. Time for you to reflect on your life. Time for you to look at what it is that truly makes you happy. Time to share the love that is in your heart. This is the time when you get to show others who you are. And it's not really about the gifts that you give. It's about who you are being. Please keep that in the front of your minds as you are celebrating whatever holiday it is you choose to celebrate. Who are you being? Are you giving yourself permission to actually be who you are? Or are you looking for things to hide behind? We see that some of you are very, very intent on hiding behind things. You think that if you buy the right things, if you give the right things, then people will love you. People's love for you is not based on things. Think about the people that you love. Do you love them because of the things that they give you? Do you love them because of the way they look? Or do you love them because of who they are? Do you love them because of the feeling that love brings into your life? When someone has left your life, it's those feelings you miss, not the things. Sometimes things have to happen in your life to really make you aware of what's actually important to you. Sharing the love that is within you does not require that you spend a lot of money. It doesn't require that you spend any money at all. Sharing the love that is within you requires that you express a love. Make sure that you are letting the people who are important to you know that they are important to you by telling them, by expressing it. Your love is not going to be measured by the price of your gift. And anyone who is in your life who is only measuring your worth by how much money you have is not actually coming from love. And it's the love that is important. It is the love that is everlasting. It is the love that brings joy to your heart. It is the love that is the meaning of your existence. Focus on what is actually important. Allow yourself to feel the love, to share the love, to be the love. And if you make that your focus throughout this holiday season, then you will have a joyous occasion. Not because of anything that was bought, but because of how you feel. Everything starts within you. And if you want to have more love in your life, then love more. Love yourself more. Love other people more. Express love more. And that is how you bring more love to you. Because it's that cycle. And the cycle has giving and receiving in it. So you have to do both. You have to do both when it comes to love. You have to do both when it comes to anything you are desiring to have more of in your life. You cannot sit at home, never venturing outside, and expect to have people find you. There is no one who is just in this world to look for you. You need to be seen. You need to get out there. You need to share you, to share your love. And then you will attract people who are also sharing their love. It's really very simple. And you have been taught that it's incredibly complicated, and you have to follow the 60 million steps, and you have to do it right, and you have to hold your foot right, and your mouth right, and your arm right, and you have all of these conditions. And none of that is necessary. Whatever it is you want to have more of in your life, get into the cycle of giving and receiving it. And that applies to anything that it is that you desire to have more of in your life. If you want to be more alive, then get out there and be more alive. Because that's how you're going to feel it, by being it, by allowing it, by giving it and receiving it. So now you know the secret to having whatever you desire, the secret of the law of attraction, or whatever phraseology happens to be popular at this particular time. It's a matter of giving and receiving. What is it that you are putting out into the world? Notice it. Notice what's coming back to you, because that is what you are sending out. So focus on the love. Be the love. And be grateful. Be grateful for this opportunity to enjoy whatever it is you are celebrating. Be grateful for the beautiful people who are in your life. Be grateful for yourself and your connections to people, connections to divine beings, connections to everything and everyone. Open up to you. Love is always there. Always. Be in the love. We love you. Okay.
That was beautiful, Barbara. Thank you so much.
Oh,
and I just want to start our day like this. Oh my gosh, it's the most amazing day.
Yes, it is. I can feel it already. All right, so we've gone overtime today, but that's okay. Any final words?
I just want to let everybody know that, Jesus loves them, and he's always there whenever they need him. All they have to do is just begin talking to him. They don't need a special telephone or anything. If they just sit and take time and, start talking, praying, whatever they, feel comfortable with, he's there. He's listening. And he's always there by our side whenever we need him. I wish everyone a very blessed day, and we look forward to connecting again on Thursday.
Yes. So thanks, everybody, for listening, and we will talk to you again on Thursday. And have some fun. And don't forget, you are
definitely.
loved. Yeah, definitely. All right, everybody. Bye-bye till Thursday.